I mean, there's so many avenues we could approach this topic from. What is the state of tap and tap education?
I think it's actually thriving in terms of people teaching online right now.
I couldn't be happier with how much we have evolved over the last years. I mean, there's so much going on. There's like something for everybody right now. The possibilities are broad, and that feels real good.
I think it's in a good place. You know, when I think about when I really came on the scene with it and what was happening, say, even 15, 20 years ago, you can't even compare it. You know, I mean, there's so much happening. I'm delighted to see how many young people are involved in it, you know, and how many directions it's going, and how many voices. I guess that's the best way to say it. How many voices are out there?
Well, look at the tap festivals that were never years ago. And so now you have these incredible tap festivals where kids can just, or any dancer can go and learn. And it's not just about, you know, going someplace and taking just a ballet intensive. Now you can take a tap intensive. This didn't exist years ago.
The words I wrote down was, it's a wild west.
Oh,
it's like a new frontier. It's a whole new moment in time that we're already experiencing some really deep inner perspective, searching, really reinventing ourselves again. And I think tap dancers do that all the time because they've had to do that.
Yeah. Aaron Maddox is a name that I'm going to put out there because we owe him a round of applause. I think that he has gone above and beyond trying to understand our community and rightfully and respectfully put them in place in his institution, which is the Joyce Theater. We were on such a roll. I just thought that this COVID thing really interrupted the roller coaster that we were on. We were on quite a roller coaster, and Aaron Maddox deserves a lot of credit for that because he has no problems vocally, being very vocal about the fact that he felt that tap dance has not had its due or its visibility. And he planned to, you know, to right that wrong, or at least he was that interested in it that he was going to.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to mention my experience with the Bessies this year because it's a organization that, you know, is based off of watching all that's going on in New York in terms of dance performance. And so once everything stopped in March, all of a sudden the Bessies were like, my God, there's hardly anything to submit, and or can we really like choose winners based off of 3 months of performance. So we didn't give awards away, but my point is that the new venue is online, and there are amazing things that are happening online right now, and we're all learning how to do that and make that venue more professional and more available. And
back to your original question of, is it thriving right now? Where is it thriving? Is it thriving online? I guess that's where it's thriving right now. And it isn't the same. I mean, I kind of like teaching online. I haven't done too much of it, but I've enjoyed sharing the history with people. Whereas at one time, I think, like right after Gregory died, young dancers really just wanted to dance. At least that's what Gregory said.
Well, another thing that's very exciting too is the tap teacher training that Margaret Morrison and Susan Haybach have put together.
Yeah, that's been a good program.
That has been, and you know, and Velma's done a lot of work on that too.
that's right.
How to teach beginners, you know, how to teach beginners, and different levels. What do you teach at different levels? Because, you know, and some really fabulous dancers come to that. and are learning how to teach beginners, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Just very exciting to see, you know.
Well,
And-
not all dancers and performers are teachers.
No, not at
No.
all. That's right.
Well, I see with the TAP teacher training program that we've been doing now for like 6 years, a good sign that there is more demand for teaching.
Mhm.
So this older group of people, you know, but hate to say older, but yeah, more teachers are showing up because they need more information. You know, I mean, that's their job, and they're very, very committed to it. But maybe it could be that there's more demand, which I would love to think that's why there's this. I mean, everybody has a teacher training program now. I mean, as far as I know, I see it all over the place.
Well, in any industry, you know, people
Yeah.
go back for refresher courses and for, you know, so why should it be any different for us? You know, I
That's
mean,
right.
people go back and they want to learn new directions and all that. So, I mean, you know, it's understandable.